Welcome to Seal Point Academy. Today we will talk about operating system. The operating system is a gigantic program running in your computer. Let's take one step back and see how it starts executing. In the previous videos that we had, we talked about how CPU is the brain behind your personal computer. RAM is the random access memory, and hard drive. This is where you store all your files, right? All your files. You store all your files here. Network is the card used to access the internet or the outside world. Okay, so as soon as you switch on the PC, right, you press that little knob, that little button. As soon as you press that, every little device that's connected to the motherboard gets power and they start executing small instructions on their own. It's like they will come up and they will, if they have the capability to do the instructions, they do it. Otherwise the CPU has to poke them and to get information out of them. For instance, we have network card. Usually some of the network cards have a small microprocessor that does little instructions, executes and informs the CPU that everything is okay. Some of them don't, so the CPU has to go ahead and poke it. And so once all devices are up and running, the CPU, the central processing unit, is programmed actually, or it knows through another means to load the operating system. Most of the time the operating system resides in the hard drive. Its operating system is nothing but a huge gigantic file or program that people have written, right? So operating system is who all manufactures operating system. We know Microsoft, right? We know Microsoft, they make Windows, Vista, XP. Then we know Apple makes operating systems. Then we have Linux, right? Linux most of the time is free. Apple they charge, Microsoft they charge. So they manufacture, they ship to you, sometimes preloaded in the hard drive. So this is a gigantic program. As soon as the CPU loads the operating system in the RAM and start executing, the operating system knows or starts poking those devices again to figure out their manufacturer, the type, the ID, the address, everything. Remember, when you are connecting to the motherboard, right, each device should get their own ID and a address space. We will talk in length about all these things. Just for now, let's pretend that operating system knows or pokes these devices to identify their manufacturer, the ID, the type, what kind of devices they are, right? And loads the appropriate software or programs to operate these devices. For instance, network card is manufactured by Cisco, right? When the operating system starts executing, Let's pretend it's talking to the network card, and the network card passes some information to the operating system, and they exchange information. Once that is done, the operating system knows the kind of network card it is. So next time when you do, let's say, www.yahoo.com or google.com, or send an email, it knows how to talk to this network card to send the information. The operating system doesn't send the information. The network cards send the information. Okay? So that is the main functionality of the operating system, is to keep these devices up and running, make sure that they do their task, make sure that when they are done, inform the operating system that the job is done. Every little bit of information that is needed, the operating system manages all that by talking to these devices. We can go in depth in terms of how the data is transferred, but we will do that in future. For now, just remember that operating system is nothing but a gigantic program that knows how to talk to all these devices to perform a task. So that is the fundamental function of the operating system. Sometimes you might have heard people saying, my computer is very slow, right? One of the main reasons that your computer is slow, it could be because your RAM is very small. In the previous video, we talked how RAM is useful. We'll just go over that again. Pretend this is a refrigerator, this is a bowl, and the CPU wants to eat the cereals. So the bigger the cereal is, the bowl is, right, you take more, you consume more. If it is a small bowl, then you consume, you have to go back to the refrigerator, pick more milk, then eat. And you do that several times. But if the bowl is very big, your trip to the refrigerator is only once. You put as much milk as you want and then consume it. So try to put more RAM and see if it speeds up. So that ends the introduction to the operating system. Thank you.